48 volts, 18 kilowatts here at the JW Solar USA. We're doing the installation of the LG CHEM 48 volt, 18 kilowatt LG CHEM lithium battery installation and charging. So guys, this is the batteries, and I stacked them in twos. Someone was asking me about the bus bars, and I used the bus bars again. You see right here the bus bars. So I have them all parallel because these batteries are 67 volt, 67.2, something like that, and full charge. And you will see how everything is charging. So I'll get a parallel, the top and the bottom, the top and the bottom, and I still have done the other one here. So I have to get this all the voltage. um I charged this one yesterday on one of the videos you saw, and it's kind of like a little staticky. So I'm trying to balance this because they were running in the system. So now they're gonna be charged, then gonna parallel this one and have them all connected. I have a video coming up with bus bars for these guys. So these are the batteries right here. Right now they're charging, and using the grid to charge them. At this point, I don't know if you can see, we can pull up. That one is wrong because I have to disconnect the battery and plug them in, so there's a number is going to be wrong. Well, let's see how many kilowatts we pull in from the grid charging these batteries. We're almost sitting at 66.8 volt. Sorry for the upside down, but there you go, 1800 watt. 1800 watts to take it from the grid and charging these batteries. I wasn't home today, but this is came home. I want to do this, and so that I can show you guys what's going on here at the JW Solar. So I decided to do a live stream since I'm in the process. You can hear the inverter, which is the outback here, is the little fans inside running. And you guys notice I brought the outback again, and I'm just running the 60, trying the 60 again. So it's been sitting for a while. Something to do, just bounce back and forth. Subscribe, give a thumbs up to the video. But it's running, and guys, that's the thing. And I'm trying to get this thing all done. Maybe by tomorrow, stay tuned. I'm gonna be bringing some videos, multiple videos on these ones. I want to get the wires shorter, but I want to keep them the way they are because I normally change my configurations, and the way I'm doing things is I don't want to waste the wires. Right now I get stuck. So that's the configuration right there. Someone was asking for the bus bars from the Nissan Leaf. Yes, I'm utilizing them right there. So these are all parallel. That's what's going on, parallel. So I run out of this one, the silver one, that gives the indication for the neutral. So I just have to be careful, and that's why I changed them with the black nuts right here, so I can know it's the positive here, negative here. So the same thing here is 6 modules, guys, right now, and I'm still waiting for the other. And thanks for the thumbs up. Waiting for the other ones to show up, as it's kind of delay, you know. These guys are pretty well, and it's just a lot of things going on. Thanks for the second thumbs up, and I have a fifth viewer there. You guys can give a thumbs up. This is the battery bank. That's a Ford Focus right there. So that one is charged. Thank you for the third thumbs up. Uh, there you go. The fan just kicked in because I haven't turned the house fan to cool this place. This room is kind of a little bit warm, and it's cold outside. But I have to close the window. I don't want the noise from outside and all the other stuff to be on the video. Well, anyway, that's noise now. So these are the batteries, 18 kilowatts. So if you see, like I told you yesterday, these are the 2016s. The 2016s, guys, if you just get into the game with the Chrysler Pacifica Look for the tags. The green ones are 2016s. The blue ones are the 2017s. Okay. All right. I hope it makes sense. And this is the battery bank, and I have all bunch of wires I'm working on everywhere, and the tools. So all my heavy gauge, they're kind of hard to work with. Bend them and whatever, do the shape you want. Here is of the e-golf. It's sitting here. It's waiting for action. I'm waiting for one more thing I'm gonna do to the Magnasign Magnum, and I have to install the charge controller right there, the PT100, which is right now here. It's sitting down. It's gonna be up and running soon. So, guys, bring you guys back here. That's what it is. This is the system. So I just want to show you. I hope I started seeing the static again on the video, which I don't like, just the connection. But sorry for the noise. The fans are kicking. But I'm gonna be I'm gonna redo the entire box, and bring in the bus bars. Remember, guys, we talked about the bus bar. Thank you for the thumbs up. And I got new studs here. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make a video of that. These are the ones, and that's the name. A 3/8 stud junction block pair. So I have two sets of these. I'm gonna be using them to make the check on my bus bars on my playlist. You see the bus bars I made. I bought a lot of stuff and fabricating it, make it do. I already bought some stainless bolts. Night I stop at the hardware store and get some because I want to rebuild this. I got a fifth viewer. How are you doing? And thanks for joining into the JW Solar USA. Sorry for the noise. The inverters are kicking, charging these batteries. And one thing about these batteries, they dissipate the heat on the side of the battery. So this is the back. It has a BMS plug in. There's a little wire plug in right here, and they dissipate the heat on the side. And you see at the top here, that little vents or spaces there, you can see. That's how these batteries are. So if you lay them horizontal, yeah, well, it's gonna be something else. I don't know, but I want to keep them vertical. But in as much the space you can see here, this is too tight. Not tight. I can able to push this entire battery back at the front. I keep them equal, but I want the air to go through on the side here. Though these batteries never get hot at all. There's the other one here. You can see the other stack here, 6 of them. But I want to take them off the way I have them right now. I'm not too comfortable. Yesterday the video I showed you is different from this video today. So my plan is I want to get them stacked up like this. Yeah, I like it this way. So they have more air ventilations on the side, both sides, which is going to be really good. So I want to put them on the corner right there. With these ones, they're going to be having a power wall, a Chrysler Pacifica LG CHEM 18 kilowatt hour 48 volt 67.4 volt. So they're gonna be sitting on the corner right there with this battery with the e-golf. So that's what I want to do. I'm gonna keep the Ford Focus in that box, and there's more potential for me to add more batteries back here. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Jenny. How are you today? Oh, all right. How are you doing, sir? Off-grid wannabe. I'm glad to have you guys on the show. But this is the plan, guys. Oh, off-grid, living St. Lucia. So this is the plan I have. I want to take these batteries. I'm gonna be stacking them. This is 2 here, and this is 2, and this is another 2 here. I want to stack them all the way high, just like this guy here, like the e-golf. Okay, and I'm gonna put them on the corner there. It's my power wall. The The batteries or the Ford Focus over there, they kind of they kind of they run in radiator. If you can check to Pastor Davis on Idaho, he had batteries. I don't know if it's a Tesla. He had already have this radiator connected to it. So I had that plan before. I was thinking about it, but I'm no plumber, and I was thinking that maybe I'm gonna get stuck with this other stuff. What I'm gonna do, and how to get all the pump and whatever. There's a tubes back on the corner. Let me show you on the bottom there. You can see on the bottom corner. You will see right down there. Those two, there are nozzles there. These batteries are all interconnected, so I can able to put run liquid for cooling system into the batteries. I thought about it because each battery there's plates in between them. Aluminum plates is a really thin that in between them to cool them. So this one doesn't have any cooling system like water cooling system. So those ones can use a cooling system. So I want to utilize the same functionality that and to be honest with you, I saw uh, uh, Pastor Davis from Idaho and did that exactly. I was like, that's cool because I was just about to do that, but I'm thinking about all the stuff what to get because since this one came from a car, I wish I was trying to negotiate with my vendor to see if I can get a radiator for that one, just like the Chevy Volt. They normally have the radiator. They can come a full thing with the heater block. So the other ones I'm thinking about putting here, guys, this is gonna be lithium. You know, when you started going lithium, it's gonna be really crazy because it's just like a bug addiction. But the addiction is good. It's an investment, and when you become independent, you know how to run your power, and you don't worry about power. I can run weeks of power on these batteries here. Well, because even the Nissan Leaf is not even here. All these batteries are compatible with the Nissan Leaf. I can put them together, they can talk together. And guys, if I didn't mention that this is a 16S configuration. 16S. So it's 8 batteries. If you look at it here, I'm on live stream, so this video is going to be long. You guys, I hope you don't mind me. But it's a 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's like two cells, two in series, two parallel. So that's in here that makes it a 16. I end up going 16 S because of my inverter can do that. It's better efficiency, and and I cannot use this battery on this guy. So this is the plan. This battery is gonna stay just only for mix match. If I wanna do a configuration in different style, right now I can pop this guy out. I bought them this way in fours. That's how they set up for the 48 volt. So I end up buying extra one so I can do that to give me the 66, 67 volt together. So these are like 16 volt each battery. Is a 8 kilowatt here. See the 8 kilowatt. So this is one battery of these orange ones. So guys, they're all the same. So I'm gonna keep this battery so I can able to manipulate the system anyhow I want to do. But these guys gonna be primarily or setuply or permanently it's 48 volts. There's nothing. I cannot use them on 24. I can use on 12 volt. Nothing. I can break them down the way I want it. But this gonna stay only for this guy. That's why I'm trying to beef up the system to be only for this guy. I'm gonna leave all these Chrysler Pacifica just for them. You see these ones here, the e-Golf, they're so friendly, just like the Nissan Leaf. I can able to do anything. I can change this to a 48 volt. Right now, it's on a 24 volt configuration. It's a all parallel, 4 batteries in parallel, and four batteries in parallel, and series. So it's a heavy amp hours here. And this one is a 8.544 kilowatt hour of storage right here. See that? So that's what I'm trying to do. Keep these guys with, if I want to add, I can use those one and blend them in. I can still able to get my 48 volt or 24 volt. I can turn this bank into 48 volts so that they can match these ones here, which is possible. So you want to do this game. When you're about to get into this game, you have to understand the batteries. You have to understand the parameters. Thank you for that thumbs up. Makes a 5 thumbs up. And I have a 6 viewer. But you have to buy batteries that you can able to tweak. Nissan Leaf batteries are the most user-friendly batteries ever. I have a 7th viewer. You can give your thumbs up onto the video. Welcome to the show. You can rewind the video and play it again. You miss a lot of stuff. That's cool. But the Nissan Leaf, the most user friendly. I'm gonna tell you guys, if you think, yeah, perfectly, we got peace here. I can't scream anymore. The fan went off. It just approximately 5 minutes. It cooled the system and it goes off. That's a good thing about the Outback as well, like other machines. But guys, this is even off grid living St. Lucia's greeting everybody. But this is the coolest part, which Nissan Leaf is the most user friendly. You can configure from 12, even from 7 volts, 8, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60 volt, and up to 70. You can keep going because you can do that. But my batteries, when I'm buying my batteries, I'm buying them for a reason. I don't buy for everybody because they go in lithiums. I'm buying batteries because I want to keep mix. I want to play with every configuration. And you guys have seen my system from day one is always about changing stuff, and it's cool. Well, someone is asking right now: Nissan Leaf, can it be beans? Nissan Leaf and Chrysler Pacifica for user friendly, like I was saying, if you want to configure, it depends, all depends to this, guys, the machines, the inverters. You got to check the input of the inverters first. So when you don't know what inverter you're going to buy, I'll encourage you to stay, your focus going to be on Nissan Leaf because you can make it work. Nissan Leaf is kind of friendly. You can configure anything you want. So keep your mind into the Nissan Leaf. Try, if that's what you want to do. You don't know the inverter you're gonna buy, but check the input first before you buy any of this battery. Your input voltage, the DC input, is very important because my machines are all, the inputs are very high. So if I can bring you close to this, I don't know, where's that? Oh, it's on the corner. It's really hard to read. If you can see that, is there? Okay, the Outback Radiant 8048. Yes, you can use that on any of these batteries. Any of these batteries, you can use that. So just prepare yourself for the inverter first. I would say before I buy any lithium battery, I would check the inverter I want to buy and check the input. The input is the big game. If you have more voltage input, you can mostly get into any batteries you want to get as long as they're configurable. It cells you can break, like these guys in solid brick is 67.4. They're already configured. I don't want too much mess. Like I'm not saying Nissan Leaf is a mess. It's a work. Okay, I take this one brick is 16 batteries in here. With a Nissan Leaf, I'm gonna configure. I don't. Oh, they're on the other corner, and I don't want to stack all those 8 batteries, and it's heavy as well. Nissan Leaf might probably be smaller, but they are heavy. They are heavy. So likewise, these guys. But I think it's a 8 pounds on Nissan Leaf each cell. But guys, I really love my batteries. No regrets. No regret at all. They're expensive. Yes, they are. They are not cheap. You know, each battery like this Pacifica costs a lot of money. So you look it up and you can see what I'm talking about. And it's not me talking about prices here. I don't like doing that because I'm not trying to discourage anybody not to do what they want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm happy for you because Get your hands onto good batteries. That's the advice. That's the advice for this video. Get your hands into very good batteries. Even though they're expensive, buy them. Buy the batteries, you won't regret it. The reason why you're not going to regret it, and try to get batteries that are really newer. For this guy here, 2017, like I said earlier, these guys are 2016. So 16, 17, 18, 9, 3 years. This is just 2 years, and the month and everything is stamped right there. And it's easy to configure. If you want to use BMS, be my guest, you can do it. And you have the plugs right there, they come with it, and the terminals are all here. I just use one of the Nissan Leaf terminals that I have, the bus bar, and parallel them. There's one battery down there, one battery, so it's easy for stacking. I think they designed them to go from right to left. All the positives are on the left. Keep coming all the way. So you can't just put like this. Sorry, left or right. You see the left here, and there's a right here. Is a positive right there underneath. So it's just know your game. And if you don't need too much batteries, I'll encourage you to do something I did. Because could you imagine? I would have put eight batteries. There's 16 batteries. They will probably almost fill this box completely. There's another eight batteries are going to be another 16 or 32 batteries, plus another 16 batteries here. There's no room. There is no room. You can do that. Look at that. They all fit right there. I can able to add another stack, which I'm waiting for here. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8. So if you have 18 kilowatts on 6 batteries, add another two again, which is another 6 kilowatt. 24 kilowatts it's going to be total. So then you have only few batteries, but very powerful, very reliable, very dependable. So I'll encourage you guys. This is just from experience, and you guys been seeing me. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I haven't got any problems with this, and I'm so conscious. I respect the lithiums because the high voltage, and you don't want to mess with them. You don't want to mess with them. Be careful when you do these batteries. Be careful. Pay attention. Even connecting the Nissan Leaf with the bus bars, the slightest mistake you do and touch a terminal, that battery will suck and hold into that bus bar, that little bus bar. And all of a sudden, instantaneous is going to be like hot like flames. They can get so hot. So this, thank you, Kenny. This is the problem about Nissan Leaf and any of these batteries. They grab. It's just like when you go into high intensity electric poles, when someone gets stuck there, someone working on the power lines, you get sucked into it. It grips and hold it. Out of experience, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, be careful, be careful, be careful. Lithium batteries are awesome, awesome, awesome. If we as people, we would have had the opportunity to get our hands on these batteries before, or like the way they sell in cars now, they were selling AGMs. I would have gone into lithium right away instead of AGMs. I love AGMs. I enjoy them. I install a lot of them. I showed you guys a lot of videos. AGMs are awesome. That's why I never, ever, ever try a flooded acid batteries. Anyone that has a flooded acid batteries, I'm happy for them. It works for them. And if it works for you, that's good. But I don't have anything to disrespect anyone with the flooded acid. Whatever you want to do, it's your problem, it's your business, and that's your what can afford. It's fine. But this technology right here, it has been for decades. Lithium. Remember when they used to have a calculator watch, those solar calculator watches, and the electronic watch we used to put on, and those are all made with the lithium batteries. And this lithium thing is not new. This has been way back in the day, way back in the day. But now we are finding this thing very useful, and they put them in the way that they can have a bigger capacity of power compared to back in the day with just lithium for watches and electronics and all a little thing component. But am I regretting? That's a lot of money right here. A lot of money in this box. A lot of money on this wall. But you know what? It works for me. My house never blinks. My house, if there's no power, I'm not going to worry about it. If there's any disaster, I'm fine. Am I going to change my bad habits? No. Of using power? Very conservative in electricity. But by doing so, I can able to minimize, so I don't know the long run, if the crisis or whatever, hurricane or tornado, whatever is going to come, if my system still survive, the panels are not gone or whatever. Even if the panels are gone, I can power my house for weeks with this. I've tried it. Watch my videos, watch my test videos, and I have some of the other videos, the duration I've run this system. I know this video is longer, but this is just a live stream. And we have a seventh viewer. Welcome to the show. This is JW Solar USA, live in Minnesota. But this is what we're talking about, lithium batteries today. And don't forget your safety. Your guy right here, Lightning Arresto, made by Midnight. They have seen other ones that probably, they call them Delta. I'm not gonna recommend those. I'll go with these guys here. They have three different ones like that. They have the this is, I think this is 115. These are for the battery side, and you have the AC side, and you have the solar side, which can go up to about 700, which is about, I think it's a 130,000 surge of power. Don't quote me that. I don't have the numbers right away in front of me, but I can still reflect or recollect what the team was saying. Not exactly, but you need that. So I have Lightning Arrestor that is already here for this guy. I need another one. I need three on this guy, three on this guy. So for both batteries, solar, and the AC part of it, the input. So that protects your system. Your investments is a lot of investments here. You gotta protect it. The way protect it, the more the way you handle the power. For lithium, I'm not worried. You can abuse them. They don't care. They can just say that's all you got. You know, put a load on them. The voltage don't go anywhere. If you have a sag, it's gonna be a millivolt, few millivolt. And you guys seen my load test. Go back on the playlist and see what I did. This inverter is a 3 kilowatts 48 volts Outback, and I maxed it to 3.3 kilowatt. The test is there. You see the two GFCI, which is right here and right there. Look for that thumbnail. You see it. Well, welcome to the show, Dennis. Okay, what was your question? I missed that. I have Peep LV50. Oh, this is an awesome machine too. They're awesome. It's a bang for the buck. Check my playlist. You will see. I have some of those already set up before with the parallel and wire communication management and all that stuff. I lost your question. I don't know how to bring it up again, but well, maybe it's pop again. Okay, there we go. Put out a maximum of 58.7 volts. So the LG Chem. No, I would say the LG Chem is a 67. It's gonna be too high. What you need is a 7. You need a 14S. It's a 7 Nissan Leaf batteries wired in series. So you're gonna be within 58.7. I think it's on the max charge. Yeah, do the calculations on 4.2 volts per cell times 2. That's gonna give you like a 8.4, or you can go 4.1 times 2. That gives you 8.2. So you can able to get the Nissan Leaf. 7 of them can work for that PEEP. Okay, that's a 14S. So this LG Chem will be too high for the PEEP 48. It is too high. Okay, I will not recommend that. It's too high, but you can use the Ford Focus if you can get them. Those are awesome. It's 16 16 volts on each cell, each pack here. That's what I meant. Each pack. And you can get the e-Golf by Volkswagen. That's powerful. That's a 14.4 volt pen battery, just like any AGM battery that has a 14.4 a full charge. That's how those batteries. But these are 75 amp hours each. And these ones, the Ford Focus, has a 68 amp hours on each battery. These ones are just 45 amp hours on the Chrysler Pacifica. So if you look at it right now in twos, so it's a 90 here, 90 amp hours. Thanks for the thumbs up. And 90 amp hours and 90 amp hours here, plus um 68 and 68 here. So calculate that. Okay? And I have a 8.544 kilowatts here. This one's at 75 amp hours each cell. You see, that's all the way. I have 8 of them. All the way down. 8 of them. That's my power. I respect these batteries. That's why I still keep them on the loop. But guys, I really appreciate you guys' time. It's approximately 10. It's 21:59 hours here in Minnesota right now at the JW Solar USA right there. And I really enjoy your time. I hope you guys tell me what you guys think. If you want me to keep doing this live stream, we can talk about this and you can bring some questions. If I can able to answer them. And if I cannot, I will tell you because I'm not going to lie to you. But just remember, I only talk about things I've dealt with right here. Things I have. That's what I talk about. I don't read things and tell people what to do, the answers. No, I'm not that person. Because if I read things, I tell you, and I don't have no experience out of it. No education on that. I never faced it. But I want to tell you about something. I can talk about these guys all day. Different things, different scenarios, everything because I know them. They live with me. I've tried some things I never put on the videos there and crazy things and how these things can handle. Like I said, no regrets about my batteries. No. That's why I took my time and I want to settle with things that I want to grow up with. That's why I took my time and choose these batteries. I'm still on the hunt for the Ford Focus. Anyone has a link or whatever, you find a vendor, a new vendor that has that, shoot me a link. If you want to share, that's cool. Well, if you decide not to, that's okay. But someday I'll end up having those completed. I want to have them all filled up that spot all the way to the brim, all the way there, filled up this battery. So it's going to be about, because it's one, two, three, four, 5 cells altogether. Maybe I can have another approximately, because it's 10 here, maybe about 10 more. Then I think, and get this side, stack these guys all the way high, just like this guy here, and I have a space here. Then I'm thinking about what else. Hey, this is the new topic. Before I let you guys go, it's gonna be, check out the LTO, lithium titanate. It's, I think it's magnesium lithium titanate. The LTO, very good batteries. If you're very in a hot temperature like Arizona desert place or whatever, Africa, Middle East, somewhere, the LTO batteries, they can tolerate, them are the only battery can tolerate heat. They can tolerate cold. It can go up to what minus, I think it's minus 34. I don't have the specs on my head. I think it's minus 34 degrees or minus 24 degrees. And it can go up to approximately up to what, 135 degrees Fahrenheit. The LTOs are batteries, are die-hard batteries. And I know I already mentioned this. If you want to, go ahead and grab them. The only thing about them is only a 1.1 kilowatt on a stack, just like this. So it's 1 kilowatt. So I might be doing some tests because my vendor, we talked about this. I don't want to talk about it. want to send me promoting some of these lithiums with the LTO, lithium iron titanate. I think it's magnesium titanate. So um, I'm gonna be bringing them on the show by God's grace, not by my power. If it happens, it happens. But I would like to sample those. I want to try them up here. While this guy is gonna be stacked all the way up, magnesium titanate, the LTOs, they're gonna be here, and they are. You can do a 12 volt, sorry, 24 volt. The only thing that gives the differential, how they are so friendly, there is a bus bar right there in the center, which when you connect it, it goes a 48 volt. And when you take that one, so it's just like one battery, a positive here, a negative here, a positive here, and a negative here. So when you cross the bar, right away you get into the 48 volts. You want to get to 24 volts, you remove the bar, it becomes a 24 volt battery. But it's a 20 or 48 24 by just use the jumper. Not on these batteries, the LTO titanate. So I want to try them. I hope they're gonna send them for me. I'm hoping. Then I can show you guys. I don't want to mention that, but since we're talking about lithiums, there's nothing I have to hide. I have to show you guys. I have to tell you. If any one of you guys already have understanding about them, look out for the temperature. They can handle all this weird temperature. So if you think about living in the van or living the bus, or you are a traveler, you have a tiny house and wheels, go for lithium titanate, the LTOs. Read about them. Then you see what I'm talking about. But so far, so good. I don't think I've ever had almost a 40 minutes video with a live stream. This is very important. And I think it really worth everything I talked about lithium today. And it's just, you can see my face. I'm just lit up. So because I'm so happy. Though is a lot of money, but hey, this investment right here, all of these guys right there, I'm happy. And my wife don't have any problem with that because she knows exactly what we're doing. And we know before we go full speed with all batteries, and you see all the bill, and we don't have a bill. I don't just like to do power bills anymore because some people don't find them interesting, but they're cool. Thanks for watching live from Minnesota with the JW Solar USA. I love you guys all. If you have questions for me, anytime I come on live stream and get a notification, join me and ask some question. What you guys did today. I'm so excited because I have to express some of the stuff that I know. I'm not the smartest guy, I'm not the greatest guy, but you know what? You can listen to any stupid thing I'm saying, or if you want to listen, that's fine. If you want to learn, that's fine. But I've done it myself, and I've been on solar for over what 9 years now. So you guys known me for only about 3.5 years on YouTube. But this is me. So used to be $10 a watt. If you remember those guys, old school or whatever, you can say, yeah, we know what you're talking about. So I've been around. I've been messing around this back in the 80s. So um, this is what it is. You know, when I used to be overseas, and this is what it is. Yeah, I've been doing this. I haven't talked about some of those other stuff. What I did with solar, before coming here in the United States, and um, a lot of stuff. It's cool. So I believe in solar, and I'm so happy because um, we have the opportunity for all of us to have a hands-on into solar. We know how to generate our power. We know how to use it. We have to know how to create it. Live from Minnesota. I have to end the video. Thank you guys all. Bye for now.